Let's get it. Eagles, Chiefs.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
The game of the year. Besides the Super Bowl, one of us is going to be in it, and the other one, I don't know. Here, Monday night football, prime time. Nobody else is playing. Everybody else, all 30 teams is going to be watching the two best teams, Chiefs versus Eagles. Eagles versus Chiefs. However hell do you want to put it? But today, we got a very special guest. But before we introduce him, what is going on? Bird Game 31. What's up, my guy?
Man, I am excited, man. The Super Bowl rematch is here, baby. The Kelce Bowl 2, Jalen versus Mahomes, AJ versus Kelce. This is about to be big time football play. The best two teams in the league, hands down. We are head and shoulders above everybody else. And the better team gonna win this Monday night. That's all I'm gonna say about that for right now. The better team gonna win. Don't put your hands up.
Absolutely. I agree, man. Without further ado, what is going on? I'm going to show him some respect because last year he came on the show. We had a bet. I lost. Wore the Chiefs shirt. And guess what? His name is Super Champ Chuck. What is going on, my guy? What's up, man?
What's good with y'all, man? It's great to be on the show, man. Rest of the cast, they couldn't make it, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll at least get one in the middle of the show, hopefully. But if not, I'm gonna hold it down for Chiefs Kingdom. So it is what it is, man. Great to be back.
Hey, it's all good, man. Look, all you need is one, man. Look,
I
hey,
need
I
one.
don't know if you're a Christian or not, man, but the church, hey, all you need is two people to have a church. That's all you need. And we definitely got a church going on right here.
Yeah.
So, hey, we all good, man. But let's go, BG. Let's roll.
Let's get it, man. Let's just get straight to it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Like,
hold up. Wait, the injury report, though.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely got to go over the injury report because I think that's going to be key to this game also. So, what is the Chiefs injury report looking like on your side?
It's gonna be a little different this time. Nick Bolton, the guy who was in line for Super Bowl MVP, but second defense touchdown got called back. I don't know why that happened, but anyway, he's not gonna be there.
Here we go.
Everybody else is good to go. I mean, that's the only key guy that's gonna be out for us. Everybody else is good to go, full practice and whatnot. So,
Okay. Hey, BG, hey, you got ours or
I didn't load that one up. I ain't gonna lie.
our injury report, man? We had Roby full practice, Cam
Jurgen.
Jurgens full practice,
Mhm.
and who else had full practice? Like
I think
we
the only
are
one that wasn't practicing
is it
it's
is got
Dallas. Dallas got it.
is Goddard. He's the only
He's
one
got
out.
so we know
Yeah,
that he's gonna be out
he's the only one out.
games, but the Philadelphia Eagles, Justin Evans, you know what I mean? He's coming back.
Mhm.
So we are getting healthy at the right time. Yes, I know we definitely gonna hit the secondary house, how garbage they are, but the league don't realize that the Philadelphia Eagles, they are, I think, besides the Carolina Panthers, had so much injuries in the secondary, and the Panthers are 1-8, and we 8-1.
Yes,
Like
sir.
like you see Chris here, like the mindset of the teams and stuff like that. The Panthers and the Eagles are like almost neck and neck with changes. We had 10 different secondary people start in the secondary throughout 9 games. So yes, we are a little hot garbage back there, but you know what? Help is on the way, baby. Help is on the way. Let's go. Church up in here.
Good. The God of grace to say amen. All right. Let's get straight to it, man. The quarterbacks, guys. We got 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league. Obviously, the best. You know, everybody wants to say the best overall quarterback, you know, because he's been doing it. He's the new GOAT right now, Patty Mahomes, right? And then you got our best, Mr. Jalen freaking Hurts, which I think is better than Patty, but we can talk about that in another story. But, yeah, man, let's talk about the matchup, the quarterback matchup. Jalen took off his brace today. I mean, just past week, you know, he don't have the brace on his knee no more. He's ready to roll. You know, the bye week came at a perfect time. So how do you see the quarterback situations for the 2 teams, Super Champ?
Okay, well, you know, of course you're going to say Jalen is the best. I mean, that's your guy, you know what I'm saying? And he balled out in that Super Bowl.
Hey, before you start, was Patty ever 25 out of 27 games before?
What? Oh, no, but he got pretty close. He
got pretty close. I give you that. He got pretty close.
Yeah.
But keep going.
But, you know, the AFC is a little tougher. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we play a little more physical. You know what I mean?
Now it is. You know what I mean? Like, it started transitioning, you know, the past couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's definitely tougher. Yo, I admit that, but go ahead.
All right, but yeah, Jalen, he's still up there. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like both quarterbacks, they kind of a little bit down this year in comparison to last season. In my opinion, both guys have turned the ball over a little more, having a little issue with ball security. Maybe defenses have adjusted to both guys. It made it a little tougher this year. Could be some play calling. Could be drop passes. But, you know, whatever the case may be, I feel like both guys are kind of took a little bit of a dive. I mean, not too severe, but, you know, it's not what it was last season for sure. But they still are 2 of the elite quarterbacks in this league still.
Okay. All right. But look, hey, I'm not going to be like BIRDGANG, man. Any quarterback that have 2 Super
Number
Bowls,
1, man. See that? Number 1.
You know, hey, take that off.
That's Jalen, number 1.
Quick,
so don't say
now.
We got the 2 best quarterbacks in the league.
Yes, we do have the 2 best quarterbacks in the league, but put that down real quick. I need the people to see me when I say this.
Go ahead.
Look. Last year, I was like, hey, you know what? Patrick Mahomes, I've seen what Patrick Mahomes could do. He peaked already, right? You know what I mean? He carried team to a Super Bowl. He won Super Bowl MVP, blah, blah, blah. But we haven't seen what Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean, his peak yet, right? Like, and then he balled out in the Super Bowl. So to me, I thought if they would award, just like the NBA Finals, right? You know what I mean? Like if a player balled out the whole finals and he's clearly the best player, he's like, oh man, he's on a losing team. But if they could give out an MVP trophy for the Super Bowl, like for a losing team, it would have been Jalen Hurts. He clearly outplayed Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? I don't really care about that Patrick Mahomes. You know, he had 3 passing touchdowns, whatever. A whole bunch of it was like a little short field, a little miscommunication. But Jalen Hurts literally carried the Philadelphia Eagles on his back. Our running game wasn't working. It was on his arm. I mean, over 300 yards thrown through the air. I mean, 3 rushing touchdowns. I mean, this dude was balling out of control. So if anybody could have won, and nobody should have, you know, an argument about it. No, they lost. Was could have been Jalen Hurts. But with that being said, your Patrick Mahomes got 2 Super Bowls. So I'm here to say I'm not going to put Jalen Hurts over Patrick Mahomes. So I'm here to say, I mean, a BIRDGANG is going to die on this thing. You know, Jalen Hurts.
You finish talking so I can go ahead and tell you what time.
No, wait, let me finish. You know what I mean? Let me finish. So I'm going to say that Patrick Mahomes, like, let Jalen Hurts get 1 first, right? Get 1 first with all his rushing TD stats, with all his rushing yards, with all his passing, with all his QBR. Then I was like, you know what? I was right. Hurts is better than Mahomes. Until, you know what I mean? Hurts get 1. I can't say that. So right now, Patrick Mahomes is clearly the better quarterback but not by much. But he got 2 Super Bowl MVP, I believe, 2 Super Bowl rings to back that up. So I'm not here, to drink the Kool-Aid of Jalen Hurts. I'm here to speak the truth, and this is why this called the truth. He's delusional, and I keep it 100.
Nah, I'm gonna speak truth right now. Okay, Patty. Okay. Overall careers, Patty Mahomes is a better quarterback, and that's me saying it because I was saying Jalen was better than Patty last year. Right? I was saying that last year. I'm not.
It's debatable. It's debatable.
I was saying it last year, right? But this year, I know he's better than Patty Mahomes. It's like I know it. Like you said, yeah, Jalen has more turnovers this year, but his numbers are better this year. Well, all his numbers besides
he does have more turnovers.
Wait.
If Patrick Mahomes got 10 interceptions, right?
No, I'm saying
got 8.
I'm saying like Jalen Hurts in terms of his development, like he has more turnovers now than he did last year at this point.
All right, so let's really look at
overall. Hold on. Overall, Hurts is that dude. Like I always say, Jalen, Patty Mahomes will give you the best backyard football you ever seen in your life. He throws behind the back passes. He's like Magic Johnson, right? And Jalen Hurts is like Michael Jordan. Magic Johnson is an all-time great, but Michael Jordan's the best to ever do it. And right now, Jalen's been on
Super Bowl appearances, 6 rings.
The best of the best. Super Bowls are team-winning awards.
Every sport, really, though.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, because I think personally, Peyton Manning's the best quarterback of all time. But Peyton only got 2 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Joe Montana, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He got Super Bowls. Tom Brady got Super Bowls. But what I'm trying to say is Jalen's about to get a Super Bowl this year. He got his baby, his steps. He's only, 24 years old, 25 years old now? He's young. 3rd year starting, But he dominates. Every year you hear Jalen breaking new records. Every year he's setting new bars, new standards. 25-7, 25 out of 27 games winning in the regular season. That really ain't been done before, man. He's doing stuff that ain't been done before consistently. And like I said before, Jalen been playing this whole season this year on a bum knee, a bum leg. And we still balling. He's still balling. It actually made his passing game go up. He don't run the ball that much anymore like he used to. He been throwing dimes to A.J. Brown. Solid dimes. A.J. Brown is in the conversation as MVP because Jalen throws some dimes game in, game out. Now, all I'm going to say is
wait, Chuck, man. Hey, what you got to say, man? Because BG could go all night about Jalen Hurts, and he would.
I can't preach about it.
Go ahead, man. So I got to
I will say like this, like I said.
Go ahead, Chuck.
In terms of this year, like that thing showed. In terms of this year, I think Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the league.
Okay.
So I'm obviously giving my nod to Jalen.
Hey, it's your floor, man. Take as long as you want. Go ahead.
Nah, that's good. That's all I had to say about it. I won't keep it long for you guys. We can move on to the next part. Let's talk about.
All right.
No, wait, let him.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, respond. Go ahead.
I need to rebuttal this because let's really look into the numbers. All right. So, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, he's 4th in the NFL in completed passes. Jalen's not in the top 10 anywhere. I know Mahomes has more passing yards than Jalen Hurts. Mahomes is 6. Jalen Hurts is 10. Mahomes has more touchdown passes with 17. Jalen Hurts is 15. Let's see here.
But you're not adding his rushing touchdowns, my guy. You gotta add it. No, see, you're not complaining with that whole passing only.
I know it's your show, but
we got a dual threat quarterback, triple threat quarterback. Don't just come at me with no passing stats like that's what make me believe it. Because you forget, Patty Mahomes don't have as many rushing touchdowns as Jalen Hurts. Patty Mahomes don't have as many rushing yards as Jalen Hurts.
Let him talk.
Two different offenses.
Let him talk. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
2 different offenses. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do the Beverly shove in short yardage situations, and it's very effective. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he got the rushing touchdowns. But anywho, they got the same amount of interceptions. They said Jalen Hurts is a better passer rating, but at the end of the day, you see Mahomes leads more categories than Jalen Hurts. So can you really say Jalen Hurts is better than Patrick Mahomes still? I don't think you really can.
Hey, at the end of the day, what matters? Wins matter. Who got the most wins this season?
Hey, the only thing, look, no, they don't have the same amount of interceptions.
I'm looking at it right now. They both got 8. I'm looking at it right
Wait,
now.
don't Patrick Mahomes got 10?
No, he got 8.
You sure?
Positive.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think the main number wins in football games. How many wins has Patrick Mahomes got this season?
We only got 1 less win, but okay.
How many?
1 less win. We got 7. Y'all got 8.
Okay. How many?
But you know who's 4-0 against y'all? Andy Reid, the coach I used to have.
Come on.
So don't bring up Big Red. We ain't even
I'm
there.
just saying.
We ain't even there, yo, Big Red. You can't throw Big Red in my face like that.
What matters is the ring on my finger. The 2 rings on my finger, dog. It's all about winning championships. It's all about finishing. Y'all haven't finished.
Wow.
Y'all haven't finished in a while.
Well, Andy Reid took a long time with us. He didn't finish with us. He had to go finish with John. So don't be bringing up Andy Reid because we're going to definitely get into that conversation a little bit later. But don't be bringing Andy Reid in this conversation.
Hey, Jalen Hurts got
Jalen and Patty.
Jalen and interceptions. Huh?
What do you say, JC?
Nah, I said that Jalen Hurts had 15 passing touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and Patrick Mahomes have
17 touchdowns,
8 interceptions. 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. You are correct. You know what? You are correct. So 2 more touchdowns.
Patty got.
With 2 more touchdowns, then Jalen Hurts. But the rushing touchdown, we already know that Jalen Hurts is winning in the rushing touchdowns, but yes, 2 more touchdowns in Jalen Hurts, but I have to give this to Patrick Mahomes. All right. This year, he has nothing on offense besides Jason Kelce. Well, Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce. That's all he has on offense, in my opinion. Y'all might see something that I don't see, but every time I, watch TV, like if Kelce don't play, y'all lose. You know what I mean? So he relied heavily on Travis Kelce. But look, overall, I'm not going to sit here and say, Hurts. Even this year, I really think that Hurts is playing at a high level. The OC done changed. The DC done changed. The play calling has changed. Team have adapt to both guys, right? Okay, last year, Hurts was able to run more to open up the passing. This year, team is like, okay, let's play the pass. No, let's play the run. And I dare you to throw, to a victory. And Hurts has proven that this year. Yes, we throwing a lot. And us Eagle fans has said, run the ball every week. Run the ball. Run the ball. But we just got away from that. So, yes, his completion percentage is going to go down a little bit. Interception is going to go up a little bit because tip passes happen. All these stupid mistakes happen against the Jets. Your right tackle goes out, and you still decide to throw it 50 goddamn thousand times. So, yes, stuff like that don't get said, but yes, it leads to bad quarterback play. So just like Patrick Mahomes, right? You know what I mean? Your defense, Chris Jones is out, and now your defense is compromised. Travis Kelce, he's out, and now your offense is compromised. So yes, but why not run the ball? So it's just one of them things that both offensive coordinators are hurting their quarterback, and that's why this year they're not as efficient as last year.
Exactly, you're right on point with that.
Before we move on to that skill position part, I want to ask you personally, how has it been without BNME?
Listen, I mean, I know we had Nate Taylor who covers the team yesterday, and he broke it all the way down. Like it's not that guys don't respect Nagy, but that voice is just different. Like BNME, he's like commander in chief. His voice carries more. You know what I'm saying? Like when guys mess up, he gets on them. And they get it right then and there. When Matt Nagy does, it's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibes are just a little bit different. BNME, he's a guy that's attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make sure he doesn't miss a single detail. He's gonna make sure you're on point. You make a mistake, you're gonna come out for a little bit, but he'll give you another opportunity at some point. You know what I'm saying? So he's all about accountability. I think Nagy, he kind of lacks that a little bit, in my opinion. So that's really the big difference this season, in my opinion.
So let me ask you a question. So who was calling the plays last year, and who put them in place? Because man, a lot of things was like, well, BNME was just riding Andy Reid coattails, right? He really wasn't calling the plays, so that's why he, He didn't get the opportunity to be a head coach, blah, blah, blah. I mean, who was calling the plays for Kansas City? And also we see the dip in scoring for Kansas City this season compared to last season when the enemy was there. The Commanders are outscoring the Chiefs right now, and people say, "Oh, maybe it was the enemy. What's going on over there?" So, I mean, who was calling the plays last year? Who was the OC last year calling the plays?
Oh, I mean, Bieniemy had the title. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's Andy Reid's playbook, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when it came to those tough decisions, you know, Bieniemy he had a chance to override some stuff. Like a perfect example, Nate Taylor touched on this yesterday. He said by week 6, you know, we got this little wide receiver issue going on, like rotating players in and out, trying to figure out who's going to be the main 4 guys throughout the rest of the season. And by week 6, Bieniemy's like, look, this is what we're doing. These are our top guys, our offense. This is what we're going to roll with. And in those short yardage situations where we didn't need to run the ball and get that first down, Bieniemy overrode that too. It's like, look, like Andy Reid and Matt Nagy, you know, they like to pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? Bieniemy, he likes to be physical. You know what I'm saying? So, and Bieniemy used to play running back in the NFL. So when it came down to it, Bieniemy made sure the run was established a little more in those situations.
Okay. Yeah.
And with us too, even for you, JC, how you feel about Johnson?
I mean, look, Brian Johnson. Hey, you already know how I feel about BJ, man. Look, to me, I feel like that he's too close to Jalen Hurts. He's definitely too close to Jalen Hurts. There are he's afraid to yell at Jalen Hurts, correct Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts, he even said it. I'm a coach's son. I like to be coached hard. You know what I mean? So when I make a mistake, this and that, I need to be coached hard. I don't see Brian Johnson doing that. And Nick Sirianni is so comfortable in his 3rd year, right, as a head coach that, like, I don't even see him, you know, all up in Jalen Hurts' face like he was the 1st year as a head coach. Remember, like Hurts is coming off the field, he's in his face like this, blah blah blah. I understand the respect factor.
$200 million.
Player, but you got to know the player that you're coaching. He's Michael Jordan on the field. You called him that. You, the coach, said he's Michael Jordan on the field. So Michael Jordan loves to be coached hard. He likes to be, hey, you effing up this, you doing this, you doing that. I don't see it this year, and that's how I think a lot of mistakes are happening. And I feel like that Brian Johnson is trying to get a head coaching position. He's trying to put his stamp on the Eagles' offense that he's going away from the run. And he's exposing Jalen Hurts a little bit more because the Eagles, like, they had the same starting 5 from last year. Mike Samalu, but Kim Jurgens is better. You know what I mean? So why not run the ball? But he's trying to get away from that playbook a little bit. He's trying to, you know, Hurts got paid. Let's show the world that he deserved the contract. Let's throw. I still like the balance of run at least 60% of the time and throw 40% of the time because Hurts will look better if, you know, teams respect the run, load the box, and now you got people running wide open everywhere. And that's my biggest problem this year with Brian Johnson. Yes, we're 8-1, but man, I mean, yes, we're top 3, you know, top 5 in offense, but man, imagine if we was as run dominant as we was last year, running the ball, we might be the number 1 offense in the league. Unstoppable on offense. You know what I mean? Especially with Hurts taking a step forward with AJ Brown, with Smitty, with Goddard, with Julio. Yo, we could have been unstoppable, but not just like, man, what Brian Johnson gonna do this? Like, man,
Right?
is he gonna the play calling is questionable.
Definitely questionable. That's the hugest part. You know, like you said, we are 8-1 right now, right? You shouldn't be complaining about nothing, right? 8-1.
But we have to though.
No, I'm not saying we should, but I still complain about the offensive play calling, man.
Well, I don't complain about
I'm
the
down with it 100%. I feel like he still feels like he's back in Florida somewhere. And like you said, he does favor Jalen. And it probably isn't that hard coaching like you need to have on Jalen. But I still feel like he's back in Florida when he had Pigs and these other, you know, these other top receivers out there in Florida where he just wants to throw the ball all the time. We got to get back to running the football. You know, we got a top 5 running back on our team right now. You know, They started out the season running football. It worked out well. Why did you ever go away from that? It's a real leader question. Like, why did you leave that situation and start going to the top, pass heavy? You know why? Because of AJ Brown, right? And he sees, oh my God, Jalen's throwing to AJ like they're brothers, and we're all just one happy family. We're just gonna keep throwing the football. And I do like the argument is if we're throwing the football too much and it wasn't successful, then there would be a problem, right? But since we're winning, they don't see it as a problem. And I always said you never want to take away the balance of our football team by overthrowing the football. Like we have a good running back. We got some running backs that can run the ball. You need to keep running that rock the whole way through. Don't get too happy because it is successful. AJ Brown's MVP category right now. You know, he's doing big numbers. But at the end of the day, you still got to keep your offensive balance. I'm hoping here, now that we're in November, December, you're going to start seeing that football being ran a little bit more because colder weather brings out the running game, you know. And maybe he was just trying to overdo it because he knew once you get to the cold weather, you're probably going to start running the football a little bit more. But at the same time, don't ever take away the balance of our football team. You don't have to run it with Jalen no more as much, but you definitely give it to Devontae, man. Give it to Swift. I mean, DeAndre. Give it to Swift, man. Give him the ball because he is a top 5 running back. And I think we don't use him enough, especially the last 2 games. We don't use him enough. You know, I like Kenny Gainwell. He's not a number 1 back, though. I said that from the beginning. I don't believe he's a number 1 back. You don't need to give him that many carries in the game. Keep giving him feeding the ball to Swift. And keep, running that rock, man. That's what our offensive line's built for. You know, and I understand Cam Jurgens was out. And that's why our running game kind of took a dip. But guess what, baby? He's back this Monday night. Get back to what you do best. Run that football.
Yeah, talking about running back. Hey, what's going on, with the Chiefs running back, man? Like, what's up with CEH, man? Like, did y'all trade him? Like, I haven't heard a peep from him. I mean, what's going on with Pacheco? Yo, I have Pacheco and one of my fantasy, teams. It's hard for me to start him sometimes. What is going on with the Kansas City running game?
Yeah, before I get to that, I agree with you guys on what you said. We kind of go through that same thing with Matt Nagy and Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Nagy might be a little too buddy with Mahomes at times, in my opinion. But about the running backs, yeah, man. CH, ever since he had that high ankle sprain, that ugly high ankle sprain against New Orleans Saints during that Kobe year, he's not the same guy. I mean, he's lost that quickness, that little bit of burst he did have. And it's ruined his effectiveness. So right now he's 3rd on the depth chart and he's barely getting ticked. Like when you see him try to hit the A gap or the B gap, like it's like cement blocks on his feet, So unfortunately, this may be his last year here in Kansas City. But
what?
yeah. But Pacheco and McKinnon, they doing just fine. We just gotta give them the rock a little more.
Yeah, because right now the Kansas City Chief is ranked 19th in rushing yards. Like y'all average, y'all averaging what 103, yards a game. Just with Patrick Mahomes not having the weapons, right? Not having I wouldn't say the weapons, but a reliable number 2 wide receiver. Why not run it more so these wide receivers could be wide open, right? And actually catch the ball and not be tight coverage. I mean, 100 yards a game for an NFL team, that's nothing right now. 19 out of 32 teams. I mean, the Eagles are 8th in rushing, and we stopped rushing the ball the past 3 weeks. You know what I mean? We shit out 100 yards. You know what I mean? It's just like, oops. Oh, man, did we get 100 yards? Yeah, y'all got it in the first half. And then we stopped running the ball. So, yeah, I definitely think that y'all need to protect Patrick Mahomes, man. I know he's great and all with 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 Super Bowl MVP. But, man, I love it, though, because that makes it easier for the Philadelphia Eagles to defend y'all if y'all one-dimensional. Like, no team really has success running on us. We are allowing 76 yards rushing. We are number 1 in rush defense. But, number 20, 28, 25th and passing defense. But now we're getting healthy a little bit. Now teams are going to think us, say, dang, you know what, man, they are so bad in passing. Let's throw the ball. And I really feel like that's going to be the downfall, of a lot of teams just because now we're getting healthy. Last game against the Cowboys was only the second time all season that the whole defense was intact to play together. Out of 9 games, 2 games that the defense was actually intact. And now the bye week came at a perfect time. And now we're getting guys back that actually play the slot position. And now BYARD, big pickup for HOWIE. You know what I mean? So I think teams are going to be like, hey, let's throw on them. But then they're going to get a rude awakening. And that's what I'm waiting for y'all to do. I know Patty's going to throw. And woo, I can't wait.
Yeah, you gotta make that excuse about the grass and stuff this time. So we're gonna see.
Exactly. I will make an excuse about that sorry ass field we played on. What the hell is going on there?
We're not gonna be on skates. We're not. Look, okay, all right. Let me clear up something real quick. And let me clear this up. The only reason why Eagle fans was saying if we wasn't slipping and sliding everywhere, the Eagles had 70 sacks. Do you know how historic that is?
We're right behind y'all.
Wait.
No.
No, wait.
No one was behind us.
Second in sacks. We were right behind y'all.
We had
how many?
We had like 57, I believe.
Exactly.
Man, get the hell out of here, man.
Get out of here.
Yo,
we were right behind us.
We were 2 sticks away from tying the NFL record by the Chicago Bears way back in 100,000 years ago. So that's how historic this team was, right? And we fed off of that. So them not being able to get to the quarterback, like literally hurt us. Period. That's the only reason why he was like, oh my God, the paint on the field, this and that. But both teams had to play on the same field conditions, but y'all defense did not rely on your front four getting to the quarterback like ours did. So that's the difference between the two teams. And you can't compare 72 sacks, like, about to set NFL record to 50-something sacks. I mean, we about to get, you at 31, we at 30. We both going to hit 50 in about 5 games. You know what I mean? So that's not historic. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
It's average. It's average.
That's average. Like for an NFL team, that's average a year.
I mean, that's still pretty good, though. 57 still pretty good. It ain't 70. Of course, it ain't 70. We know that.
It ain't 70.
But at the end of the day, dog, we both teams played on that same slick field. Y'all just couldn't get to us, dog.
Like I said, the Eagles' defensive front was on getting to the quarterback. So I understand. Look, this is a bad memory lane type thing. But guess what? This Sunday, ain't no old 80-year-old man painting.
Monday.
Ain't no painting the field like cupcake. No. I hope y'all grass is at least solid because we play in Philly. So sleet, rain, monsoon. We don't slip on our own. We don't slip on grass. We slip on paint. Okay, that's the difference.
But let me tell you this about y'all number one rush defense, right? Okay, I'm not really concerned about that because look, if you guys really think y'all rush defense is better than what it was last year, I mean that's cool and all. But if you remember that Super Bowl, we ran for $158 on y'all in that bowl, so we still got the best interior line in the league. We just got to use it on Monday night. That's all.
Hey, you ran for $158 on the look. Like I said, the offense will always have the advantage, even on a slick field, even on ice. The offense, the running back will have the advantage. I'm telling you right now. I guarantee you today. Look, I promise you, y'all don't run for 100 yards on us. I guarantee it. Y'all do not run for 100 yards. What do you want to do?
All right, we're gonna see.
We gonna see. Hey, you won't do nothing? Okay, all right.
Let's keep it up. So you gave the nod to Patty. Obviously, I gave the nod to hers. And for some reason, JC gave the nod to Patty too. Right in the football this week. You giving the nod to the Eagles?
Dude, y'all got a great running team. Y'all a great running team, of course, man. Like y'all was great last year. And Swift, to me, he's an upgrade over Miles Sanders by far. It's just that with Swift, health has been an issue with Swift, but Swift been healthy so far for y'all. And I got Swift on like my fantasy team. One of my fantasy teams.
I got some Eagles, baby. How many Eagles you got?
I got him, AJ Brown, and
look at him. He's trying to win games.
I'm about to see some Eagles gear, man. I'm about to see some Eagles gear.
Hey, after we win this game, you're gonna be an Eagle fan, right?
What? What are you talking about? Y'all winning? Y'all winning? Huh?
Yeah, you heard me. Okay, let's get to it. Receiving weapons, we got a lot of them. One of our third best receivers is out. Dallas Goedert. Salute to Dallas. Hope for a swift recovery. But let's talk about the big two, A.J. Brown and Travis Kelce. Because I'm to believe that Travis has always been you guys' number one.
Yeah.
Even when Tyreek was here, Travis was still your number one. And people don't understand that. Travis always been Patty's number one receiver. And everybody, no, Cheetah was. No, Cheetah was the guy that got open when he outran the coverage. But Travis has always been that Patty Mahomes' number one receiver.
I agree.
How do you see the matchup? Who's going to have the better game? Travis?
I know in that Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Like, both of y'all guys, y'all almost went for 100 each. I know A.J. Brown was 4 yards short. You know what I'm saying? You guys, I always said that you guys, like you and the Dolphins, but I think you guys got the best wide receiver tandem in the league, in my opinion. And I've been at A.J. Brown stand for like the past few years. Even when he was in Tennessee, I said, look, A.J. Brown, when he gets in that balance offense, he's going to be a top 3 wide receiver. And right now, he's the best receiver in the game to me. And I said,
I like this guy.
I say he's the MVP of the league so far to me. I think he's been carrying Jalen Hurts more than Jalen's been carrying him. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, though, man, it is going to be the toughest task of the year. You know what I'm saying? But we've been doing a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? We got a little hit list against these top wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Amara St. Brown, he scored on us. We only had 71 yards. Ridley, he got held in check. DJ Moore, he had a garbage time touchdown, but he was held in check, 41 yards. Garrett Wilson only had 50 yards. Sutton and Judy, both games, they didn't really do much, but Sutton had an incredible catch. He had 2 touchdowns. Keenan Allen was held in check. And then you saw with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, they was held in check. I mean, they went for a combined 11 receptions for 104 yards. So our guys, Snead and McDuffie, they've been doing their thing this year against these top wide receiver tandems. But I know it's going to be the biggest challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. So
yeah, hey, that was my question. Like, I mean, like, is this going to be the biggest challenge? Yes, you mentioned, Tyreek Hill and Waddle and all these
They're
other
not the same receiver.
The offensive line matters too, right? Giving the quarterback time to throw the ball, and the Eagles have, in my opinion, the number 1 offensive line in football. And now you have a quarterback that's mobile, behind the offensive line, that's patient this year. And now we have Julio Jones. Yes. So,
Julio.
And you mentioned
Julio in 2023.
Hold up, though. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, if Michael Jordan lace up right now, won't people be like, oh shit, that's Michael Jordan? Yo, I gotta give him some kind of respect just off his name alone. Just what I've been watching 20 years, 10 years, it doesn't really matter. But Julio Jones, you saw that touchdown against the Commanders, getting smashed in between, and still at 80 years old, went up, ribs exposed and all, and snatched that touchdown and got up, and like everybody was showing him love. So don't get it twisted. Julio Jones has been hampered by only hamstring, but upper body injury, his hands never was a question. So that's a difference, right? You know what I mean? Julio Jones could still get open, and he still got them hands, and he still got the toughness to go up and contest any catch. So don't downplay Julio Jones. Don't do that, because with Dallas Goedert being out, I'm telling you right now, you better watch out for Julio Jones. That's going to be our Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert in the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? 7 targets, 6 receptions, 60 yards. Every time he caught the ball was a first down. That's going to be Julio Jones. Now, who do y'all have to match up with Julio Jones? Go ahead. Speak your mind.
Man, okay, y'all definitely was about to ask y'all who was going to be y'all third option in the passing game now that Goddard is out. But, man, depending on Julio in 2023, man, and like you mentioned, with the hamstring injuries, like, that's the thing, man. Like, he hasn't been healthy for a very long time. Like his last great year was in 2019, and then it's been downhill since then, man. So
what week we in right now? We're in week 9, right? He just signed with the Eagles 3 weeks ago,
I
so
know.
he's healthy, right? Yo, he been on the couch
for now.
For sure.
For now.
Yeah.
So we good. Yo, this is on his 3rd game with the Eagles.
Yeah, for now he's healthy. Yeah, for now.
Okay. All we need him is against y'all. He's healthy on Monday. He's coming for you on Monday.
All right, so hey, man, hey, all I gotta say is we'll see. I mean, I know on paper, McDuffie will probably be in the slot most of the time. You know,
Okay.
I think Devontae probably has the best matchup out of everybody, in my opinion. So
saying.
you'll be looking at Jalen Watson on that side, or maybe Josh Williams at times. And then on the other side, you know, you got Snead matchup against AJ Brown, you know, try to match that physicality like he's been doing the entire year. So that's gonna be a 12-round heavyweight matchup over there itself. So
and that's what I was gonna say. Snead and AJ. He has been playing some good football this year. I'm giving him credit. I don't think he's gonna stop AJ.
Was it?
I don't think he's gonna stop
last year.
Yeah, Snead's been a good cornerback.
Was he covering AJ last year?
Yeah, he was.
Did he stop AJ last year in Super Bowl?
But I'll say this.
I didn't think he was gonna stop.
But on that touchdown,
is better this year. Hurts is better this year, so Snead had no chance, no shot.
Yeah, but hold on. But that touchdown though, that was on McDuffie. You know what I'm saying? McDuffie, he lost the ball in the light. You know, AJ got behind him a little bit, but McDuffie still lost the ball in the light. You know, AJ made a great play. But at the end of the day,
he did. Yo,
it's not like Snead,
great play.
Right, but it's not like Snead hasn't matched with him before. I mean, he matched up with him in the AFC Championship game when he was in Tennessee. So Snead, he got some familiarity with AJ Brown, but like you said, you know, like we all be saying, we all agree that AJ Brown is the best receiver in the game. It's gonna be a hell of a challenge. So just gotta get physical with him as much as we can.
I do think that is gonna be the key matchup for real. I think you guys are gonna try to really stop AJ because you know AJ just broke a record, most 125 yard games ever in the history of football. You know, so a lot of tensions on him. You know, Dallas put a lot of tension on him last week. I know you guys are gonna put a lot of tension on him this week. But let's talk about Smitty. Smitty's about to go lights out this week. You know, like I feel like you can't double team both. We got 2 number 1 receivers on our football team. Can't double.
Julio Jones.
Okay, Julio too.
Julio 2023. Julio Jones is number 1 wide receiver. Come on, man. Come on, Jay.
No. I'm gonna say he's number 1.
Hey, when Julio signed with us, he said, "What number? Watch. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show you."
Hold on. If Julio Jones is on the Chiefs, what number wide receiver he's on the Chiefs? Go ahead.
Man, he want to be number 1 on our team.
Wait,
Rice would be over him.
Wait, what?
Rice would be over him.
Okay. What number would he be on the Chiefs?
Number 2.
Yeah, he'll be number 2 probably.
Well, why are you shitting on him now when he doesn't have to be a number 1, a number 2? He's a number 3 guy, but you acting like that he's a bum. So why?
I'm not saying he's a bum. He's not what he used to be, man.
Okay, but he would be a number 2 on your team.
But his hamstrings are ticking time bomb, man. It's been like that.
And you hope it
goes wrong, baby.
Stop it. Your point is invalid, man. If he would be a number
How's it invalid?
Because you said that
yourself.
The number 2 wide receiver on your team. But then you acting like that I'm not worried about Julio Jones, but he would be a number 2 wide receiver on the Chiefs. But then you crapping on him when I bring him up as a number 3 option. Not 1, not 2, but number 3. You're like, I ain't worried about him, but he would have been the 2nd best wide receiver on your team. That makes no sense to me.
Hey, we're going to see if y'all use him, man. That's all I got to say.
We're going to use him.
Look, all I know is that A.J. Brown has been the first read 60% of the time without Dallas Goedert in the lineup, followed by Devontae Smith with close to 40%. So that's the 2 y'all going to in the passing offense before you even check with Julio or anybody else. So,
okay, I'm glad you keep his sleep notes on Julio.
But a side note, real quick before we move on, the Eagles was 5-0 last year without Dallas Goedert when he got hurt last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have weapons. But go ahead, BG.
All right, so we obviously want to pass the game, Eagles. You know, so we got the running game, the passing game, unanimous. Quarterbacks 50-50, I guess. Well, I guess Patty won. Quarterbacks, both of y'all chose quarterbacks. Offensive lines. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it, Chuck. Go ahead. Please enlighten us on your
And we got Cam Jordan back this week. Meaning our line is fully intact.
Look, I'm gonna enjoy watching the trenches like I enjoy watching the trenches in the Super Bowl. You know, I mean that's gonna be the key in this matchup to me, or one of the main keys. My offensive line, we've been performing well this year. Patrick Mahomes, this is the least touch he's been. You know what I'm saying? As far as like sacks given up, quarterback hits, all that good stuff. But like we mentioned earlier, both the teams need to run the ball a little more. You know, so I mean I'm pretty confident in our offensive line to keep y'all front four in check again. Because I feel like y'all defense is Hassan Reddick or bust. That's what it seems like this year.
Yo, Chuck.
What?
I like you, brother. I like you. Look, your take, but this is the most outrageous stuff I've heard.
The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Out your mouth, because your offensive line, you got 3 guys. Matter of fact, I saw a stat, by the way. Let me read it to you. Jawan Taylor, Trey Smith, Donovan Smith, all ranked top 8 in holding penalties, right? I'm not done yet. Allowing the 5th most pressure this season. 5th most pressure. Remember, there's 32 teams, right? The 5th most pressure this season, and all ranked in top 8 in penalties. And now you about to go against 2 guys, Sweat and Reddick. 14 sacks between them, and good luck and not holding them. Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious going to hold a straight face and say that your offensive line, you are looking towards this matchup with your offensive line shutting down and on grass, not on paint. Now,
That was ridiculous what you said, bro. Like, I'm done.
I don't want to hear that. Stop it.
Oh my god. Nah, Payne. Oh my gosh, y'all killing me, man. But
That was ridiculous. You just said Reddick or bust. Really?
Yeah.
The same historical team from last year, right? Reddick was one of them, right? You forgot about Sweat. You forgot about BG. Those guys are doing keep making plays, my guy.
But BG a little old though. He kind of up there.
He just got 2 sacks last week.
Well, who was y'all playing against last week?
The Cowgirls.
But 2 weeks ago.
Man, don't y'all own them? Don't y'all own Dallas?
Nah, they own us. They own us.
Crazy.
I'm not going
to
lie.
Crazy.
Okay.
And we got the young bull, Jalen Carter, the best deep draft pick in the league.
Now, I like him. I do like Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter. No sacks. Rookie.
Okay. We got Jordan Davis, the best run stop at DT in the league. We're going to talk about that when we get over there. I got some hype for these guys. But I'm just saying, you can't just be like Reddick or bust. Even though since Reddick took off that brace, 6.5 sacks.
See? He been carrying on.
What still gets sacks? Everybody else still getting sacked. Our sack number is just going up now.
What? Who? Reddick got 7. Wait, Reddick got what? 7.5 sacks, and then Sweat got 6.5 sacks. So those 2 guys. But then you got to add, and then you got to add Carter, a defensive tackle, 4 sacks as a rookie. And in the beginning of the season, he was only playing 30% of the snaps. Yep. So, and now you got Jordan Davis. Last year, people was like, oh, man, Jordan Davis is a bust because that defensive line was so deep with Hargrave, with Cox, that they didn't want to start Davis over none of them. And now Davis this year is one of the reasons. He's probably the main reason why we are so good in stopping the run. Last year, we had to go get help with Sue and Joseph, but this year, help is in-house. And that's what is good about this matchup. So last year, we were still suspect in stopping the run. But this year, though, but let's go back to your offensive line, though. You're saying that your offensive line has been stopped this year, but then the stats don't say that. I think it's Patrick Mahomes evading the rush and not getting sacked. That's making the offensive line. What do you mean partially? Go ahead.
Part of it. But look, man. When you look at this, Donovan Smith he's only allowed 1 sack this year. You know what I'm saying? And those pressures you talking about with Donovan Smith, okay, he's played 404 pass blocking snaps, and he's only allowed 29 pressures. I mean, that's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? And Donovan Smith
the
does
penalties though, but the penalties it's just like a sack, right? Like top 8 and holding penalties. That means that y'all starting in the negatives a lot because your 3 guys on your offensive line is constantly holding. I mean, did y'all buy them at least a drink before y'all start grabbing them and touching them like this? Come on, man. Come on, Chuck. What's going on?
Here's my thing, dude. Like, y'all had this deep defensive line in the Super Bowl, right? And y'all couldn't touch us, man. So what y'all think is
ice cream, cupcakes?
So you think Jalen Carter's gonna make the difference this time?
Absolutely,
around?
Absolutely. How you
not
think that? Huh?
He's going against Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith or Joe Tooney, wherever he's lined up on the interior. You think he's gonna make that big of an impact on Monday night? I don't think so.
You know what? He helped stop the run, and guess what? He demands a double team, and now you got Reddick sweat. You know, with Jordan Davis, with Carter, you cannot single block any one of those guys, or Patrick Mahomes is going to be in for a long. Okay, you know what? I'm willing to even say this, that Pat Mahomes will be on his back at least 4 or 5 times this game. At least 4 or 5 times this game.
All right.
Not for real, because I feel that confident. The Eagles, every game so far, at least had 1 sack. Nobody has stopped the Eagles from getting a sack. And then 8 out of 9 games, they had multiple sacks. So we only played 9 games. So that means that they're at least going to get 1 or 2 or 3. Something is going to happen. They're not going to go all game like they did in the Super Bowl with no sacks. That's not going to happen. So, yes, Patrick Mahomes is the reason why that you are chest up, chin up, talking about that your offensive line is, is solid, that they're going to control the Eagles' defensive line.
All I got to say is this. Our left tackle has still performed better than Orlando Brown, so I feel like we got to upgrade this time. So I think it's going to be a little tougher. I mean, whether we get a holding call or not on Monday night, you know what I'm saying? And Javon Taylor on that right side, I think he's doing all right. I mean, early on, they was keeping a close eye on him. He kind of struggled a little bit. He was getting a bunch of penalty stuff, but it ain't really been the case that much lately these past few games. So,
right. So your left tackle is who?
Donovan Smith.
All right. So
y'all see him in the Tampa Bay uniform too.
I believe. Wait, the Dallas Cowboys on left tackle is what, Tyron Smith?
Yeah, and I think he's better. Tyron Smith, to me, he's better.
And he could not stop him from getting to sack a Dak 5 times. So,
but y'all played them twice a year, though. You know what I'm saying?
Familiar. One time this year. I mean, wait.
But y'all play the Cowboys twice every year, though.
No. It doesn't matter. Offensive, defense.
No, that definitely matters.
It's who's better. It's mano y mano. I'm better than your right and and your left, and we going at y'all. I mean, that had nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with twice a year or not. It's who's better at getting to the quarterback at the edge. That's all I got to say. But let's go to the defensive line, because this might be interesting, because I do respect y'all defensive line, the Eagles defensive line. Talk to me about your defensive line. Talk to me about Chris Jones. Hey, wait, I saw something that y'all had Jones, Donna, and
Karlaftis.
Yeah, 17 sacks combined between those 3 guys. That is going to be a challenge for the Philadelphia Eagles. But talk about who else, like those 3 guys, how big of an impact that they're going to have on this game against the Philadelphia Eagles offense, a line that I think is number 1.
Look, I know y'all going to double up Chris Jones. You're going to give all the attention to him because he is the best defensive lineman on this team. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Chris can still have an impact in this game, even if he doesn't get a sack. Like, he'll pass. He could bat a better pass at the line of scrimmage, or he might get a hit on Jalen Hurts or 2, maybe. But what Chris has done is open everything up for these guys. Like you mentioned, Karlaftis, he's improved tremendously. Like he's carried that second half play from last year on to this year. And Mike Dana, he's playing for a contract right now, and you can easily tell he's been a he's always been a solid role player for us anyway, but he's really turned it up this year. And Derek 90, he's the one that surprised me because a lot of people was down on him. I was kind of down on him too because it just looked like I wasn't sure if he was going to even make the team or not. But he's done his thing, stopping the run and everything. And then we got some depth, FAU. He's coming along slowly. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how many snaps he gets during the back end. We'll see if he makes an impact during the back end of the schedule. And then you got Leo Chanel. He's coming off the edge at times. He's a linebacker, but he comes off the edge at times in situational downs, whether we do that NASCAR package or not. And then we got Charles Emmanuel back from the San Francisco 49ers. Like, his first game back against the Chargers, he made an immediate impact. Like, he had a sack, 2 quarterback hits, deflection that led to an interception. So, yeah, we got some depth on that defensive line. And some speed and athleticism.
That's the line that y'all have gone against on this year.
It was the best offensive line we gone against?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Let me see here. I'll say the best offensive line we've gone up against. I know the Lions are up there for sure. They definitely up there. We didn't have Chris Jones, but we don't make excuses. I mean, we get Lions credit for that.
Chris Jones or Kelce was not playing, so that's definitely an excuse. So I mean, no, everybody saw that. So yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, I'll probably say the Lions. I think the Lions have been the best offensive line group we've gone up against out of all these teams we played so far.
Okay, I mean, because I think that context matters also. I mean, it depends on the offensive line that's blocking these dudes. I mean, because the Eagles have the number 1 offensive line, right? I mean, that's obvious. I mean, either they old dinosaurs like Jason Kelce or Lane Johnson just playing with the his kahunas hanging. He's still moving left and right in the Super Bowl, this and that. But context matters. So I feel like that. On the defensive side, just reading off your holding penalties, the top 8 in holding penalties, and allowing the 5th most pressure with Reid, with 7.5 sacks, with Sweat with 6.5, with Carter, defensive tackle with 4, with Brendan Grant, with Fletcher Cox, with Marion Williams. Like, we had the depth too, and I think they see it that we were way better. Imagine that. I mean, without Hargrave, I mean, the only one guy missing is Hargrave. But I think that we way better this year on the defensive line because Reid has improved even more. Sweat, has improved even more. So who do you give the edge to on the defensive line, Chiefs or Eagles? And don't be biased.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. It looks like it's about even so far this year.
31 sacks, we had 30 sacks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really close, I can't really say who really got the edge. I mean, I say it's about the same, personally.
Okay, all right. See,
you got the 2 best tackles in football. Did you not think about that when you just made that decision? You forgot about 2 guys, man. It's not even fair to these 2 guys on the same team. You guys right here. The number 1 run stopping DT in the game with 3 sacks this year or 2.5.
Are they Chris Jones though? I don't think they are.
And Jalen Carter is a freaking nature. He's the highest.
Oh, and I agree.
Ever. Jones play edge, right? Or defense tackle.
He sometimes lines up on the edge just so we get him the one-on-one matchups, whenever he is getting them double teams on the interior, you know what I'm saying? Just a way to free him up a little bit, but he's an interior guy still.
Okay, all right. So right now, this
1 versus 4.
Man, right now, as much as I respect Chris Jones, right now, man, this is no cap. I have to give Jalen Carter, man, a rookie. He's getting double, triple teamed. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a rookie defensive tackle get double, triple team, and he's still pushing grown men. His rookie. This dude is 21, 20, maybe 21 years old. And
Aaron Donald getting that?
No. Not like Jalen Carter doing it.
And Chris Jones is what? I mean, he getting doubled, but not no triple. I don't think he's getting triple team like Carter.
And Jordan Davis get double teamed just from his size alone.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, it's close. I mean, look, Chris Jones, if you want to talk about all the defensive linemen from both teams, I mean, Chris Jones is the superstar between both teams. That's me personally, followed by Hassan Reddick. So,
hey, you better put some
Yeah, he's only
respect.
talking about Chris against all those guys.
You better put some
Are you
respect on
serious?
Josh Sweat name.
Yes.
I mean, Josh Sweat is decent. He's a good player.
Decent.
Yeah,
Decent.
he's a good solid player. He ain't
He's
no
a Pro Bowler.
Solid.
he ain't an all pro player, but he's good.
He's a
He
Pro
plays
He won't
Bowler.
be
well.
this year. He will be this year. Him and Reid. They're
For
both
real?
gonna be all pro.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about both.
His
of them.
numbers,
Let's calm
right?
it
Chris
down.
Jones.
Let's calm
His
that
numbers.
down.
Go look
Calm
at
that
Michael
down a little
Parsons
bit.
numbers. Go look at Michael Parsons numbers and look
He
at
got
Josh
better
Sweat
numbers than Parsons.
after the show. Compare those and tell me who's having a better season. But go ahead.
But listen, you're not going. You gotta put some respect. Like he said, put some respect on Hassan Reddick's name. Him and Chris Jones even out. Boom.
I've been doing that. I've been giving Hassan his.
But that's it though.
respect.
Like once you, that's like a give. Chris Jones and Hassan Reddick's a give. It's a push. The rest of your D line compared to the rest of our D line is trash. Okay.
Oh,
I
now
wouldn't
you're
say-
just lying.
way better.
Now
No,
you're just lying.
No,
Now
I
you're
wouldn't
just
say
lying.
trash. I would not say
Rest of our
trash.
defense line
They
trash.
ain't-
You just
they ain't
lied.
no
You
Eagles.
just lied, sir. You just
They ain't
lied.
no Eagles.
What does that mean?
They ain't no Eagles. They ain't as good as
That don't mean
the
nothing.
other guys.
Tell me anything. What are you talking about?
You got
What are you
Chris.
talking
That's
about?
everybody else even comparable.
Oh my goodness, you tripping, dog. Like George
They-
Loftus is comparable right now
To
to one of
who?
the guys on the
BG?
defensive line. Come on, man.
To BG?
Are you being for real?
Okay.
Yes, in 2023, yes. He's comparable to BG. Yes.
Okay, so squash that. So you got two
I think
sweeps.
he's better than BG.
You still got
See, your boy keep
Hassan
more real
Reddick.
than you, dog.
Hassan Reddick. You still got Jalen Carter. You still got Jordan Davis.
Yeah, overall, I think that our defensive line, because of the personnel, because of the Fletcher Cox and stuff like that, just what I'm seeing, the eye test. Yes, y'all have 31 sacks. We have 30 sacks, but the pressures does matter. I feel like that the Philadelphia was slightly with a 1%, I feel like have the better defensive line, but not by much at all. If you put a gun to my head, I say it's a push.
Okay, but look. I'll say this. I'll take Jalen Carter or who's starting on the other defense tackle? Is it Jordan Davis?
Yeah,
Who's
Jordan
starting?
Davis.
I mean, I'll take Jordan Davis over Derek 90. I'll say that. Go.
And Fletcher Cox is an all-pro. He's having a great year.
Yeah,
this
y'all
year.
do got Fletcher Cox. Y'all do got. I mean, that's one of my favorite defensive tackles. Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, we
so,
do.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the depth wise, that we are
I
very
forgot about
deep
him.
at that defensive tackle with Milton Williams. Also, Milton Williams got a couple sacks in there, and he's barely paying 20% of the
back.
You know what I mean? So he got a couple sacks in there. So that's what I'm saying. Overall, like the starters, the depth wise, I feel like just like we are slightly just a little bit better than overall. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Because I mean, Fletcher is up there a little bit too. He's still pretty effective. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't putting up the sack numbers like he used to, but he's still effective. You know what I'm saying? He opened it up for everybody else on the defensive line to eat.
Yeah.
So
Facts. Now we can go linebacker. Now this might be an area. I'm not sure what your linebacker's looking like.
Yeah,
this might be an area I'm gonna give you a notch in.
I'm
Talk
interested
about
to
your
hear
linebacker.
about
yeah, this is where I have a concern in this game
we both got concerns. All right.
because look, with Nick Bolton is like more of our run stuff than linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw the impact he made in the Super Bowl. So now while Drew Tranquill has filled in nicely, he's better in pass coverage than stuff in the run. So my concern in this game is making sure Swift don't get to the second level too much. That's my concern in this game. I mean, we do have Willie Gay. He's very athletic. He's been having a solid year. You do got Leo Chanel, like we mentioned. Drew Tranquill. We got Jack Cochran, but he's more like a special teams guy, in my opinion. So yeah, man, that's the one area of concern on my defense for this game.
Okay, so all right. So you mentioned do not let Swift get this on the second level.
Mhm.
But we played the 49ers last year, right? I'm just talking about on defense wise, right? They was on defense, and that was their game plan. Don't let Miles Sanders get to the second level, blah blah blah. But then when you have a Jalen Hurts with the RPO, with the threat of the RPO, yes, people say He hurt his knee. You know what I mean? Yo, he's not the same. The brace is off, son. The brace is off. You know what I mean? The bye week came at the right time. And now the threat with the RPO will hold your linebackers a little bit. That might help, Swift get to the second level just because they got to play like, okay, shoot, are we trying to play Hurts or Swift? That's where I think that might help Swift get to on the second level. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Drew got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? As far as being able to read the quarterback and what Jalen's going to do, especially when y'all do run them RPOs. Even though, like you mentioned earlier in the show, y'all play calling is a little bit different in comparison to Steichen. I think Steichen was more RPO oriented than Brian Johnson is this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we'll just see what happens on Monday night. We'll see if y'all kind of go back to that a little more. But Drew Tranquil is definitely going to be a key in this game as far as being disciplined.
Yeah, he leads your team in tackles.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gonna be interesting. But our linebackers, Cunningham and Morrow, yes, no Kobe Dean, man, he is our future, but he just can't seem to stay healthy. He got put on IR yesterday, so but it is what it is. But Cunningham got 3 sacks himself. Our linebackers are playing solid this year. From sideline to sideline. That's also helped us in the run game also because they are like hard-nosed tackles. They are busting through the defensive line. Offensive line. So, yeah, I haven't watched y'all linebackers. Just watching my linebackers, I give us the edge just because I like what I see in Morrow and Cunningham.
Listen.
Take it. Yeah. Morrow Cunningham played great together.
Yeah.
Dean kind of shook that up when he was in there. And Dean's not the guy yet. Like, I'm not giving all hope off of him, but he's not the guy yet. But I think these guys moving forward is going to be all right. Did we sign another linebacker? Dirk says he thought we signed another linebacker.
I don't know. Is Ellis still there? Right? Ellis is still there, right?
Ellis is still there.
Yeah. So, I think we have 3 solid linebackers, man. But for this matchup, I would, only play 2 and put a whole bunch of DBs out there. We need speed. We need coverage because Patrick Mahomes is going to extend plays. So if I am, Sean Desire, I'm like, okay, look, we need to play a lot of DBs. Justin Evans came back, right? And now you have Blankenship, Bradbury, Roby. So just put all of them out there because I think that off front is tough enough to stop your running game. But when Patrick Mahomes start running around like crazy, like you can't have a linebacker, sticking up, just holding Travis Kelce or a speedster and more, and and Rice. These guys, you got to put some DBs on them to cover them. So I don't want to see no linebackers. Man, they had a linebacker on, was that CeeDee Lamb or somebody? And Dak Prescott just missed him. Like on Turpin, I think it was. And Dak Prescott just missed him flat out. Beat Cunningham wide open, but our edge, Hassan Reddick, came and just putting so much pressure on Dak. He just, and took a sack. So I don't want to see that crap. I want to see a whole bunch of skinny DBs out there running their asses off and try to cover, all these guys out there and not no linebackers.
I think BYARD probably is going to cover. I think, people BYARD played those first couple games. He was just getting acclimated to the team. So he didn't play last game.
Let's talk about the DBs and safety.
Yeah, that's where we're going with it. Right. And I don't think BYARD's played his best football yet with us. I think that bye week probably is going to really help him get acclimated with this defense. And I think you're going to start seeing a lot better play from him moving forward. And that being said, I think he's going to be the one probably covering Travis Kelce, because he does shut down tight ends. He's a former All-Pro, and I think he can do his thing against Travis Kelce when you got the help, with Slay, Roby in the slot. Like, it's going to be good coverage out there. And he is you guys' best, receiving weapon. So I think we can afford, with the skill position players we have in the secondary, we can afford to double team Kelce all game long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's been y'all weak point. Y'all defense cover tight ends all season long, and you said Kevin Byers still kind of getting acclimated with the team. You
This
think
got buy though. Buys help that accolation period.
Yeah, he does. He does. So my thing is this: like, can y'all really trust them one on one like that with Travis Kelce? Because I think y'all gonna have to double Travis like how Miami did. Because Miami they put an emphasis on doubling Travis Kelce, taking him out the game. Because like if you gonna put Travis Kelce one on one, he's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you the entire game. That's what I feel like.
I think we're going to double team him. I would even see Roby underneath, buy it over top. You know, he's the only
Yeah, I
one.
mean, look,
He really got stopped for real, for real. I'm not worried about Rice. Rice has been good, but he's been up and down. You know what I'm saying? He's had a lot of big drops this season, but he's a young buck. He's a rookie, right? Rice.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And he did,
So,
and he did have some drops, but at the same time, he's improved week by week. It's just that we gotta have a set rotation
but
as far as
Darius
wide
Slay
receivers.
against rookies is a beast. Slay, he dominates rookies.
But here's the thing: Bryce lines up in the slot most of the time. Like who's gonna line up in the slot?
Roby is one of the best slot corners out there.
And he been out for weeks. He just coming back.
He's
You think
still
he'll be ready to
Roby.
go?
He's a veteran that's been proven in the slot. So yeah, he's been out, but when he's coming back this week. A rookie. Now this guy was putting up numbers this year and next year, and this is next year. You can worry about that. But as a rookie, you always gotta give the edge to the veteran. They understand rookies for some reason a lot better than.
look, I don't even think this is going to be a Kelce game. I look honest truth. I think that Kelce. No, I mean you can smile, Chuck, but just listen
Every
to my.
game the Kelce game with the Chiefs
Hold on,
win.
hold on, hold on. The Philadelphia Eagles, yes, they allowed one touchdown last year to Kelce, but they do a pretty good job on Kelce the past couple of times that they played him. The very
Yeah.
first time they played him in the
You sure
regular
about that?
season.
You sure about
Yeah,
that?
wait. The very first time, hold on. When they played him, when Andy Reid came to Philly a couple years ago, yes, we blanket Kelce with Maddox playing underneath with the safety over the top because that was that season where we shut down Kittle, we shut down Kyle Pitts,
That's
and
funny, bro.
Kelce was one of those. He did not even get over 70 yards, if my math
Yeah.
is correct, on Jason on Kelce. So, but we've been pretty good. But the thing is, that's not what's going to kill us. It's going to be the role players. Last year in the Super Bowl, who killed us? Goddamn Tony, the
Yeah.
Pacheco, the swing
Yeah,
passes.
running game. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Kelce that kind like got us. It was the role players. So if I'm trying to side, I go back to Super Bowl tape. I'm telling you right now. Yes, even if you stop Kelce, but Patrick Mahomes is that good that he's going to find other people. And guess what? This might be the game. The Eagles are so bad when it comes to stopping some wide receivers that they make them look like Hall of Famers, right? This might be the game that your wide receivers decide to catch the ball. Like that might be the game that Rice go off and more that your wide receivers decide to catch the ball because our secondary. But I'm just gonna say, hey, the bye was a new season for the Philadelphia Eagles. We got some guys healthy, but we will see. But Kelce to me is going to be more of a decoy, a distraction. You know what I mean? To take our eyes away from, the screen passes, the little quick slants, the middle. Like Kelce might go out and a wide receiver go underneath. I'm telling you right now, I know Andy Reid. He's not. I'm telling you right. What he's thinking. Andy Reid has lost one game off the bye, right? And it started with the
Yeah,
Eagles.
immaculate by record. Yeah.
So he's pretty good off the bye, and he got time. He went back and watched the Super Bowl. I guarantee Andy Reid went back and watched the Super Bowl and said, "Wow, okay, this and that." Kelce is going to be a decoy. Yes, he might have a couple catches. He might even have one. Right? But he's not going to have that monster game, 10 catches, 15 catches. He's probably going to have maybe 6 or 7 catches for like 60 yards, right? And one touchdown. But it's going to be, watch out the backside. Watch out for Rice zooming by you. Or Rice, wide receiver screen to Rice. I bet on MGM bet, right? MGM bet that Rice was going to score a touchdown when they played the Dolphins. I was like, man, this is my only question mark right there. Is Rice going to score a touchdown? The first touchdown went to Rice on the wide receiver screen. So I'm telling you, watch Rice. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Rice. They are starting to go to him more. Kelce is a nice little, decoy, but don't sleep on Rice and don't sleep on Pacheco out the backfield. The swing passes is what killed the Eagles in the Super Bowl because our DNs were shooting up and nobody out there. Our linebackers was not getting to the outside very much. So Kelce is cute though, but I see what you're doing, champ. I'm gonna coach myself up in here.
Y'all don't communicate well in motion either. So, don't be surprised if KT gets unleashed this game. I'm not saying he will for sure. Kadarius Toney. The one who had that punt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tony, yeah.
Rice, those are the guys that we have to worry about. Kelce is cute with Taylor Swift and all that stuff. And Patrick Mahomes, he's probably going to try to force feed it to him, and he's going to get picked off.
That's
but then
right,
he's going to learn. He's going to learn.
We just beat him. He's a loser.
Nah, but let me tell you something.
L in Shaq because he know about them L's. Don't bring the L's to us.
But let me tell you something though. Travis Kelce, I mean, he scored in two or three matchups against the Eagles in his career. The only time he got neutralized when we went up to Philly, you know what I'm saying? Because Tyreek Hill was the one was doing all the damage, you know what I'm saying? So it made sense to go to him that game. But Kelce, he been solid in this matchup. I mean, he had 81 yards in the Super Bowl. That's not bad in the touchdown.
He don't go off like he does on other teams, though. That's what I'm saying. That other guys beat us, not Kelce. That's what I'm saying. Other guys, like Tyreek Hill beat us when they came up to Philly. And freaking Andy Reid got his 100th win, with two teams. I remember that game clearly. It's stuck in my head. And then, in the Super Bowl, Tony and Pacheco screen pass, those what killed us. It wasn't Kelce.
Yeah, but I know the last time we played y'all at Arrowhead, Kelce went for 103 yards in the tutty. So, I mean, it's different teams now. But we got a better quarterback this time, So, I mean, it's Monday.
And we had to worry about Tyreek Hill back then, too. That's another threat. We had to worry about Reid.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that. But at the end of the day, all the cameras are going to be on for this game. I mean, you think Travis Kelce's not about to show out in front of millions of people? Like, this is going to be the most watched game of the season.
Yeah.
You think he ain't going to do nothing? Come on.
We'll skip over special teams.
Problem. Patrick Mahomes, right? He like to force stuff to Kelce. Look. He throws some stupid interceptions, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Patrick Mahomes,
Jalen Hurts throw some ill-advised ones this year too.
Wait.
Whoa.
Y'all be forcing into AJ Brown.
No, that's not true. No, because
come on, JC.
Come on, man. Watch the Eagles. Like, I literally watch the Chiefs and the Eagles a lot because I do play-by-play, right? So I'm literally calling it, right? So I'm telling you right now, the Jalen Hurts interceptions are all over the place. Like, it's stupid interceptions, right? To Devontae Smith, to Goddard, to AJ Brown. But when Patrick Mahomes throw interceptions, he's running this way so far, and he try to do this and that. I'm like, what are you looking at? You know what I mean? So if you're saying that, hey, he's going to Kelce is going to show up and show out, and that's what we are banking on. That Patrick Mahomes is going to try to force it to Kelce, and we're going to jump some routes. I want at least one pick, and I guarantee Patrick Mahomes is going to say, you know what? Enough is enough. Tony, where you at? Rice, where you at? Kelce, I'm sorry, my brother, but a win is a win. Hey, I got you next time, right?
But let's skip over the special. Let's go straight to the head coaches, man. Look at this. Head coach Andy Reid, 76.7%, 33-10. But you got Nick Sirianni, new young buck coach out there with 31-12. Who got the coaching edge? And I know Andy Big Red got the reins. Big Red is 4-0 against the Eagles. That has to come to an end eventually.
I guess I really don't want to talk about how mid y'all secondary's been this year comparison to ours, but okay, we'll go past that.
They're talking about that though. I mean, sure, that's the first thing we said was like,
yeah, we talked about the secondary the whole time.
Like, look, against the Cowboys was only the second time that our secondary played together. And the bye came at the right time. We gained some guys healthy, and we want y'all to think that our secondary is that bad. And now that's been
hurt.
Yo, we was talking about that the whole time.
Yeah,
okay, because it's like, dang, we can't talk about our secondary depth. We can't talk about how good our
secondary. Look, hey, talk about your depth, and then talk about the coach. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Nah, I mean, I ain't gonna touch on too much. I mean, I touched on it earlier anyway, as far as like what we've done against these top dual wide receivers anyway. But I just want to give recognition as well to Mike Edwards. You know, he coming from Tampa Bay. You know, he won a Super Bowl with them already, and he's made a huge impact in our secondary, and he's getting more snaps now. You know, he's a key ball hawk on this team. Brian Cook, he's coming along, second-year player. He had a defense touchdown last week. He had a first-career interception against the Chargers. Before that, Justin Reid, he's starting to come along a little bit. I mean, Chiefs fan base is a little frustrated with him at times, but you know, like last week against the Dolphins, like that's the most physical I've seen him play all year. So, just want to give a shout out to those guys real quick, you know. But yeah, let's go and go to the coaches. The reason I said the stars are aligned for us to win this game on Monday is because look, Andy Reid is currently tied with Hank Stram for the most wins in Chiefs franchise history as head coach. If he wins Monday night against his former team, he'll be the all-time winner in Chiefs history as a head coach. So, and he's already 4-0 against y'all. He reads y'all like a book. So the stars seem to align for this one, man. That's all I'm saying.
Damn. Hey. Wow. You know what? Yo, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. And now that really pisses me off.
Hey, the last two times we faced Reid, he beat us in Super Bowl, and he got his goddamn 100 win on Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Field. And now another record, and that's why, you know, I was going to go with Andy Reid with this. I'm not saying all time. I was going to go with Andy Reid until you said that, and he tied with this and blah, blah, blah. This shit, okay? This shit got to end. And it got to end today. So I'm picking Nick Sirianni only because he's tired of this, right? He was all last year in the Super Bowl when we had a double-digit lead that our quarterback had to calm him down a little bit. You know what I mean? I think he's taking this personal. I think this whole team, without even saying it out loud, is taking this game personal. It's not like, hey, we're going to win the Super Bowl on Monday night, but we're going to say, you know what? Enough is enough. We coming for you, Big Red. We tired you whooping our ass, and it's our time. Our time is now, and Monday night, people are going to put some respect on the Philadelphia Eagles' name.
And I'm saying it because look at this right here. The 42 stars. Jalen and Nick are 31-11. Tom Brady to go, and Belichick are 30-12. This ain't no Reid stat. This is the GOAT Belichick, even though I like Reid better than Belichick. Look at this right now. We are on a historic run right now. And it's time for that record to be broken. It is time to beat the Chiefs. Andy, we did you wrong. I wasn't a huge fan when we could let go of Andy Reid. You know, he had a lot of personal stuff. But
BG, how many Super Bowls did Tom Brady and Bill Belichick win within that 42 games? Because I guarantee there's a couple Super Bowls in there, maybe 3.
It doesn't matter.
All records are not.
It doesn't matter. It's showing that you have a coach that can do it.
Yo, the stats is cute.
See,
but,
I mean, listen.
Look.
Time.
Right, Jalen Hurts.
We finally got a coach to replace Big Red, and his name is Nick Sirianni, baby. We planted our flowers. The flowers have bloomed, and it's time to beat Big Red.
Hey, Chad.
Look. Hey. All right. So you said that was through the first 42 starts, right? You said it's through the first 42 starts, right? Yeah. You want to know what Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes' record was in the first 42 starts?
Well, they put it up.
You want to take a wild guess on that?
And then you put it up. BG put it up again.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It was Tom Brady and
Belichick and Brady.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes don't even have double-digit losses. They didn't have double-digit losses in their first 42 starts. So, you know, I'm just saying. You got the best coach, the best quarterback duo in the league. You know, that's not really affecting us right there. So.
But why ain't they on the stat then?
Yeah, why would they be on the stat? They have that.
I don't understand why you put Tom Brady
Big Red on there.
Because y'all trying to prop up Jalen Hurts, man.
No, it's not us. Hey, we didn't do this.
Jalen, what?
It's not us. It's not us.
Jalen Hurts?
No, we didn't do that. That wasn't us.
I didn't make
that.
That
was NFL or whatever. Put that up. Oh, that wasn't us at all. So, but it is what it is. Interesting. But hey, look, man.
I don't think they're better than that. I don't think they have a better record than that just because they weren't on there. They were on there.
They do. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you right now. They 35. They was 35-7. They forged 42 starts.
I don't know about that. You got to show me some stats on that one.
It's right in front of me. I'm looking right at it.
Hey, tweet it out to us.
Yeah, tweet it out to us. I
got y'all. But it's literally right in front of me.
All right, but look,
Nick Sirianni got this team locked down and loaded.
And by the way, Mahomes
edge to Nick.
And by the way,
Red, he's not an Eagle. They keep shitting on us.
But hold on. You mentioned how Jalen Hurts won 25 out of 27 regular season games, right? I know Mahomes went 14-1 one year. You know what I'm saying? That was the year we won to Tampa Bay. That's the year we lost to Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl. But,
I remember the next year he didn't do as good.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Mahomes been there and done that the regular season stuff.
He did it. Jalen Hurts is the only guy ever to do that.
I know, but we got close, but we all about winning Super Bowls over here, man.
Talking about close, man.
Y'all regular season. We did.
Okay,
we
I'm talking about legend.
Season.
Jalen Hurts in 2 seasons alone. We got that football game. Football games.
Y'all got one. Y'all got one. We got 3 in our franchise history. Y'all got one. Get multiple. Did talk to us. Nice, man. That's all I'm saying.
It's coming.
Jalen tied down. His first year started when he was 14-1.
I'm just saying though, like we've been there, done with the regular season. I'm just saying we've been there, done that.
Yeah, hey, look, that's the same argument we use with the Dallas Cowboys, also, man. So I feel you, man. Hey, I can't even go back and defend that. Look, we gotta win. Look, we've been to 3 Super Bowls. We only won 1. So that I saw. So we gotta win. We have to win another one. And then it would definitely give us our respect. Right now, 1, okay, it's cute, but 2 is it's a little sexy. 3 is like, God damn, hey, can I get your number? And then 4, you like, would you marry me? And then 5, some bonds in the oven already. You know what I mean? So it's cute, but hey, we gotta win a couple. We got, hey, nobody like to be alone, right? Hey, that's why we got partners, right? Man, woman, whatever you like. No, nobody like to be alone. So that Super Bowl trophy is a little bit lonely. You just gotta, put a little partner next to it. Will really have my chest pumped up.
At the end of the day, out of all these positions we talked about, the Eagles are better. That's why I really wanted to get to. That's why I like going through these. At the end of the day, you realize that the Eagles are a better football team because you couldn't give quarterback.
You say this, but. Big Red y'all. You say that every time, but we beat y'all every time, man.
Y'all weren't always better. We weren't always better every time. This year we are.
As a fan, you believe that, though.
As a fan, I know that. Fact.
We was better last year.
It's not a fact, though. It's yet to be a fact.
Last year we had the same amount of points scored. We're going to Super Bowl. It was like we're pretty much even.
Everything was like
everything was tied up except for sacks.
That was the most even Super Bowl ever. The most amount of points. It was just crazy down the line. We did the show it was crazy down the line. But the thing is, y'all had a better defensive coordinator than we did.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
See, both of us got new offensive coordinators. You guys got better.
True.
You still got Spags, huh? He's still over there. You guys got a new offensive coordinator, so that could be the biggest difference. But let's talk about
OC and DC. So
okay, let's talk about a little trivia outside of this. Okay, let's go with the Kelce brothers.
Okay.
Right? Who's the better brother?
Oh, come on, man.
Who do you like?
What kind of question is this?
Come on, man.
Who do you like more? Kelce or Travis or Jason?
How about the game, man?
All-pro selections. Come on, man.
Yeah, hey, let's talk about the game, man.
Let's knock it
Hey,
off.
look, but it's better to know that freaking Travis Kelce got a goddamn commercial with his ringtone talking about I'm a champion twice. I mean, yeah, that's better enough,
It's
right?
a fact.
So look, they both are push. All right, let's get to the game, man. Like
they both are playing in the game. Come on now, let's get
a push.
A push.
Come on, man.
They're both great.
The better Kelce.
Yo, they
You know
both
it's Travis.
Kelce.
You know it's Travis. Come on with this push stuff. You know it's Travis, man. You
oh, stop. See.
Come on, man.
Don't do that, champ.
Come on, man.
Can we be honest? Now you're going to get me.
On this show? Can we please?
And now you're going to have me defending my guy, Jason. All right. First of all, I wore this because of Jason right here. Like, you know what I mean? This is No One Like Us. We don't care. Jason, most iconic Super Bowl speech ever. Hall of Famer. Undersized, by the way. Undersized. First ballot Hall of Fame is going to be first ballot Hall of Fame. Undersized. The best center in the NFL. Right? Mm-hmm. And also, he's in the running for the sexiest man alive.
And Travis is too.
No, he's not.
They both are. What are you talking about? They both nominated for that right now. What are you talking about, man?
And I see something earlier too that might be a big play in this whole thing, right? I got a big thing that could be a big play for you guys. That's going to be really messed up for you guys. Travis Kelce is dating Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift's an Eagles fan.
Well, she was,
but now she dating Travis Kelce. She on our side now. She on our side now.
I think
she ain't got no choice. She ain't got no choice.
Hey,
now.
look. Hey, thank God
she got a choice.
On our side now because we haven't won shit since she's been on our side. So goodbye. Hey, go ahead. Go to your side.
Put it down the Eagles green jersey. She gonna put it down the Eagles green jersey. He gonna be distracted. Think about when Sierra
cut it out.
Hey, and think about when Sierra put it on Russell Wilson. Russell has not been the same quarterback since Sierra put it on it. It's gonna be the same thing for Travis. His game's about to go down.
Look,
oh my God, he's doing that. But anyway, man, Jason Kelce's Super Bowl speech was good, but it wasn't better than Travis's.
No, come on, man.
Travis was lit and everything. Dog. Like, come on,
No. Go watch Jason Kelce's speech. I guarantee you would get goosebumps. I watched Travis' speech. I'm like, okay, he's trying to be like Kelce. Like, he's trying to be like Jason. That's it. That's all.
Oh my God.
Who won it first? Who won the Super Bowl first?
Okay, but who got more?
No.
Who got more though?
Wait,
who got more though?
The Super Bowl first that gave their speech, and now the little brother is trying to like, okay, I think I could outdo him, and then trust me, it was not the same because the Philadelphia, you could feel the anger, like the soul, God, like every fan, every coach, every player that ever wore a Philadelphia Eagles, right, jersey, you could feel it coming through Jason Kelce voice, his heart. I mean, it was like man, just like so emotional, so like everybody, the underdog mentality. No team could go and say we're underdog and we're underdog. No. Only the Philadelphia Eagles could say that we are true underdogs because they bleed the city, the blue collar city, of being called the underdogs, of not worth a damn, of being overlooked, just like Jason Kelce, right? Short, small center. Our coach wasn't even supposed to be our coach. He was by default picked as our coach. Our GM was put in the closet because Chip Kelly. I mean, it's so many players on the team that was truly underdog, and he spoke about that, and that's the difference between just say, okay, what can I write, or just coming off of your dome. That came off his dome. That wasn't written speech.
Man, Travis was drunk and lit. He was coming to stuff out the top.
He was
drunk. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh my God.
And that's why he was spitting gibberish, because he was drunk and lit. Hey, he didn't even know what he was talking about.
Oh God. Anyway, man. At the end of the day, 2 is better than 1, man. It's not about how you start, it's how you finish.
That is true. We're gonna get that
Don't
one.
worry. We will be
Okay,
tied
what up, Joseph?
by the end of this year. Both Kelce brothers.
I don't know about that, man. You know what I'm saying? We buried a flag underneath the Raiders Stadium. You know, we got to go back to Vegas and do what we do, man. So
You guys got a better shot now that Barrows to make this rematch happen. Because do you guys believe that this is going to be the rematch this year? It's going to be a rematch Super Bowl, Chiefs Eagles again. I believe
it could be. It could be.
Because I thought if the Bengals, Joe Burrow didn't get hurt, I was gonna say it could be something different. Because Burrow's got your number.
Oh my goodness, man. We're gonna beat the Bengals again. We're gonna beat them again.
But since he got hurt, I do believe that we can see a rematch. Lamar Jackson's looking good over there too with them Ravens.
Yes.
But he just lost Andrews for the season too, so that's another big issue.
I do think that the Chiefs right now, because of the injuries, have an easier path to the Super Bowl because Dallas is a true threat. The Lions is a true threat, right? So you got the 49ers is a true threat. So one of those 4 teams, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Niners, and the Lions will be in the Super Bowl. Nobody else. But now you got the Chiefs and the Bengals just lost their quarterback. They're out. Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, that his safety blanket. So to me, that's going to hurt the Ravens more than they think. So in my opinion, they're kind of out. Miami is like a wild dog, just run fast. You stop that, y'all in it, right? You know what I mean? And y'all win. So to me, y'all are the clear favorite to go to the Super Bowl again because of those things that I just stated.
And we're just the best team in the NFL, so we're gonna be there.
Yeah, hey man, sure. I can't wait till we get to that point, man. We're gonna see what happens.
Give me 3 hot takes. Give me 3 hot takes for the game.
And your score too.
Oh, okay. First hot take, man. I think Rashid Rice is gonna have his best game of the season.
What's his best game mean?
Oh man, I'll say about 80 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll go ahead and go with that. All right. Second bold prediction of this game. To me, Isaiah Pacheco, man. I think Isaiah Pacheco will do what he did in that Super Bowl, in my opinion. He's gonna run it effectively. I'll give it about 85 yards rushing. I'll give it that. Just a little better than what he did in that Super Bowl. So, and for my third bold prediction of this game, I'm gonna go with the defensive player. I got to. For the third bold prediction of this game, I believe that I think Mike Evers is gonna have a big game. I think Mike Evers is gonna get a pick this game. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna roll with that.
With those 3 bold predictions, you just lost the football game.
Man,
80 yards.
Anything I would have said.
What the hell?
I could have said anything. You would have said that. Stop it, man.
Oh, wow.
That
was not even scary listening to it. Like 80 yards, that's cool. 80 yards, that's cool. Okay. They can have that all day.
All right, so let me give my 3.
When we say Travis Kelce gonna go for 150 yards, you want me to go there?
Oh, that's a hot take.
Bolder than 80 yards.
That's hot. That's hot. Because that ain't gonna happen, but that's hot though. But look, hey, you know what? Look, my 3 hot takes, like up real fast, is Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna be sacked at least 4 or 5 times. He will be sacked. This ain't. We're not playing on ice cream this time. We're not playing on ice. He's gonna be sacked at least 4 or 5 times. My second hot take is that Patrick Mahomes is gonna throw for 2 interceptions. He's going to throw 2 picks. One is going to be tipped because, this wild way he be throwing it is going to be tipped up in, and BYARD is going to pick him off, and maybe Bradbury or Slay, but he's going to throw 2 picks. And then my third bold prediction is the Philadelphia Eagles against that stout defense of yours, that they're going to rush the ball for over 200 yards. Ooh. So that's my take.
I like that because that means we're getting back to the run game.
Exactly.
Okay, I got some nice bold prediction. The Eagles will win by more than 2 scores. That's my first bold prediction. This is about to be a blowout, guys. Don't act like this is about to be a game. The Chiefs are not the Chiefs of last year. We're about to blow the brakes off you guys.
All right, Colin Cowherd.
That's my first one. My second one is Patty Mahomes will get sacked more times than he's ever been all year long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the that number is, but it's going to be over that for sure. You know, this game because the D line's going to eat them up. They're already pissed off that they couldn't get to them because of the crappy field we played on last year when we played you guys last time. So they're going to be upset about that, and they're going to get to the quarterback each and every. You might even get double-digit sacks. I ain't going to say that, but, you know, it's possible. It's possible. Okay? That's bold position for you. Okay? And then my third bold prediction is Devontae Smith will have over 160 yards, 2 touchdowns on you guys.
Now, I got Devontae Smith having a great game, but
That's a great game.
I don't know about that great. I don't know about that great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, man. Hey, look, let's get to the score prediction, man, and who wins, man.
All right. I mean, of course, I'm gonna roll my guys. We've yet to lose to y'all and Andy Reid. But I'm not gonna say blowout. I'm not gonna be disrespectful like Bird Gang up here. You know what I'm saying? Some Chiefs fans actually do believe it's gonna be a blowout, but I'm not ready to go there yet. They're gonna have to show me they can blow out an elite team. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go 27-21 us. The defense is gonna close out the game again. So
wait, but your offense is putting up what? What's your offense scoring this year?
So I think we're like 12th. I want to say we 12th scoring the football.
All right. So y'all 13th.
Our defense is gonna
so y'all 13th, right? Hey, y'all 13th with 23 points a game, and the Eagles are third with 28 points a game. But y'all defense is second with 15.9 allowing, and the Eagles are 18th with 21.7 allowing the game. So it's going to be on the defensive side, man. I really think whichever defense decides to show up and play better is going to win this game. So I have the Eagles, winning, man, 28-24. It's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes have to drive down the field to score a touchdown, not a field goal. Just like I predicted that the Cowboys would be 20. I think I said a 28-24, and Dak was going to drive down, but he stepped out of bounds for the extra point. I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus. But I feel like it's going to be a 28-24 type of game with the last possession being on Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? Hey, some people call him the GOAT, the best ever. I just call him Patrick Mahomes with 2 Super Bowl MVPs and 2 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put the GOAT yet, but he's definitely, he's working his way up there. But it's going to be up to him. And then our defensive line is going to make up for it. One stop. So I got this game being Eagles 28, Chiefs 24.
Do you really want that, though? Because Patrick Mahomes ain't Dak Prescott.
Let's make that clear right now. He is, though. I'm just saying
closer, though. I'm saying if it was that closer, we got the closer.
Look, I'm saying that our defense. Wait, I'm saying that. Wait, I'm just saying that our defensive front, right? Our defense is going to have to make a stop. This is going to be like the Super Bowl. All we needed was one stop. We could not get one stop, and I feel like that this year we're better up front. We're better running team defense wise. Yes, our secondary. The only reason why they look that bad because of injuries. Like tied the second most. With changing personnel on the defense. You can't have that. Like any team that does that is going to be bad because the continuity is not there. I mean, you're putting in training camp bodies there, rookies there. I mean, it's going to be bad. So that's why, we've been having issues, but we're still 8-1. We still managed to get through it and still be 8-1. And now we're getting healthier. So yes, I would want Patrick Mahomes to have the ball with a chance to go score a touchdown against that front, and then BYARD back there with Blankenship, with especially with your lack of weapons, all you know what I mean. So yes, I would want that to happen. It's going to kill me though. Trust me. I would have a heart attack. Watching the game, doing the play-by-play. But guess what? C'est la vie. That's life, my brother.
With all due respect to the Chiefs, because you guys are if I had to have a second favorite football team, because the Eagles are number 1, Just hands down. If I had to like say I watch anybody else besides the Eagles, it is the Chiefs. I do respect Andy Reid. I do respect Patty Mahomes. I do respect Kelce. You know, I love New Heights podcast. Salute to them. But this game, like I said, it's not gonna be close. You guys are tripping. You need to stop smoking that stuff. The game's gonna be 31-14 Eagles. We're gonna blow you guys out of the waters, and you guys are not gonna make it to the Super Bowl to see us again. It's gonna be 4-1 versus the Eagles. The Eagles get their revenge in that final game because all the Eagles players been talking about it all week how we hate losing to Reid. And Reid talking about he loves beating the Eagles, and everybody's gonna be juiced up for this game after the bye week, and we're gonna beat the brakes off you guys. 31-14. You might get the 14th point in the fourth quarter when the starters are sitting down. So it's gonna be a great game for you guys to lose, and the Eagles will be after this week still the #1 team in the NFL.
Man, y'all gonna come in the toughest environment in the NFL and blow us out.
Yep.
That's funny. All right, man. We're gonna see. I mean, I want to say 34-14 us, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you our respect.
Well, good, because I'm saying 31-14 us. So you didn't say it.
I'm gonna say it.
That's the difference between Chiefs.
You're gonna be looking
Chiefs fans and Eagles fans. We say it with our chest. We say it with our chest. I said it with my chest. I'm out, baby. 31-14 Eagles. About to beat the brakes off of you guys. Travis gonna be worried about Taylor on the sideline wearing the Eagles jersey. Andy's gonna be worried about, oh, I'm 4-0, whatever. And we just gonna go in there and do what Jalen Hurts do, and that's keep the main thing, win this football game.
Yo, Champ, any last word?
Said all this.
Hey, any last word, Champ? And hey, shout out your channel, man. Let them know what you're working on and where they can find you at, man.
Hey, listen, I'm glad BIRDGANG said all of this because I'm definitely clipping all that. And I can't wait to put that on.
Clip it.
Let's get done with y'all Monday night. So, hey. But yeah, man, catch me on Kindom Kast with 2Ks, talking all Chiefs, everything. We might throw something random in there every now and then, but yeah, all streaming platforms. We live on YouTube every Thursday, and then post game the day after for the most part. So yeah, catch me on there with me, my guy Country, my guy Boogie, D Mac, and Kylie. So all of us on there.
Yeah, hey, look. Definitely go check them out, man. They're cool piece, man. Like I said, man, I had no
link in the description of these videos.
I had no beef with the Chiefs. I just want to win this game. If we don't win this game, guess what? We're still 8-2, and we got 7 more games. So it's not the end of the world. But definitely go check them out, man. They're cool piece, man. But yeah, hey, look, we here with the truth, man. I tell the truth, and BIRDGANG live in Tennessee.
I tell the truth. I tell the real truth on the show.
Good here, man. We'll definitely hit that like button. What's up?
Hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. Make sure you guys go check out all pages. Like I said, the descriptions for everybody is inside the link. You got JC Sports Talk, you got BIRDGANG 31, and you got Kindom Kast for a show in the description. And like I said, I don't hate the Chiefs. I just hate them this Monday night. You know what I'm saying? I root for y'all every other game except for against the Eagles. So at the end of the day, when we lay the smackdown on you, you guys know who real daddies are. Then y'all can come back again if y'all can make it to Super Bowl and try to, get your victory. Because all those other
for champ.
One of those wins came against Jalen Hurts, right? And he balled out against you guys. So if y'all can do it twice, first is luck, second coincidence, third is skill. So let's see if you guys can get a coincidence against Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni and these boys.
And my last question for Champ: who would you start on fantasy? I know you got some Eagles and you got some Chiefs, probably. Who would you start in fantasy this Monday night?
Ooh.
Yep. Champ, you here?
Oh, my fault. Yeah. I would start. Travis Kelce, of course, obviously start him. Rasheed Rice is a decent start, and Pacheco really along with that, and Patrick Mahomes. That's the 4 right there. So.
Okay. All right.
What do you think? Rice, Patty Mahomes,
Kelce, and Pacheco.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See, that's the one I think that might be a sleeper for real for Pacheco. Okay. I haven't really heard too much about him this season doing what he did last year. So our defense is so wishy-washy. You know what I'm saying? Like wishy-washy in terms of like giving up yards. When I give up the points, but we give up the yards. of the yin yang. So those are some nice plays.
All right. And on the Eagles, look, I was definitely start Jalen Hurts, Swift. You can't bench AJ Brown.
Never.
And I'm telling you right now, I really think that Julio Jones will be the X factor. So I'll start him. I go put him at the flex position because they've been talking a lot all week about Julio Jones, who's going to replace Dallas Goedert with targets. So we'll see. But all right, man. Hey,
You didn't want to hear no more of what we're talking about.
it's all good, man.
Because this is the truth.
I tell the truth,
I tell the truth.
and he live in fantasy. Let's go.
Yeah, salute to all you guys. Hit that like on the way out. Much love. We're going to be back with you next week to talk about who really told the truth. So until then, have a great night, Eagles Nation. Fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time, this BG. That's JC. And he about to say go birds, and we out.
Go Birds.
Peace.
Yo!